I was in a band called Step Ahead that I was doing with the drummer that's in the Curse now. Step Ahead just kind of broke up naturally, and Brendan and I just kept playing together. We just were kind of like spinning our wheels, and Ben's been a friend of ours for years too, and he had never sung before for any bands. He just kind of was really dedicated and kept trying to like learn how to sing or whatever.
Trying hard not to suck.
Yeah, he just kind of tried hard not to suck for a while, and eventually
it's fucking hard.
Ben just kept rehearsing, and as our friend was just kind of like, all right, enough's enough, am I in or not? And we just kind of were like, oh, okay, and still not knowing whether or not he would end up like being, you know, the singer that he is now.
The interest we've gotten so far in like such little time blows my mind, like, to be honest with you. So I don't know, I still consider, it's kind of hard to like consider myself like a lead singer. Like it's all new to me, so, but it's cool. Like I can see it going farther than I thought originally. Like when like you see some kids and they know it, it's cool, it's a lot. Like I play drums in other bands, and it's a totally different ball game. And you're up front for everyone to see, and it's just, you know, they're singing your stuff. It's cool. I mean, just to see kids go off, it's cool.
I think Philly is like an angry town. I mean, that's kind of like the whole thing behind the Curse is, you know, there's a Philly Curse. You know, we're in between DC and New York. And we've always, if you pay attention to sports, we've always come up just shy, and we're always in the shadow of something. You know, we have a good band that's doing a lot of good things, like Kid Dynamite. It's cursed. They break up, you know, before that time. And that's the whole thing with the band, and that's why, and Philly's a weird town, but I think, like, there's a lot of angry people in Philadelphia, and hardcore's like a good outlet for that anger, I guess.
Because nobody else is really doing.
Yeah, I mean,
old school, like, sounding.
I definitely
hardcore.
think that it is kind of in response, in a roundabout way, to all the shit that is popular now on MTV, and it's like watered down versions of what, you know, we were into years ago. It was like an ugly art form, like hardcore and punk was like something to be scared of, and now it's all about Hot Topic and, you know, Manic Panic and
looking good,
and yeah, and having like some sort of
matching
look.
3/4 sleeve.
Yeah, having matching tattoos. That's what it's about.
Share the duty with the lyrics. Just pretty much hating your job and finding a new way to write about it. And just fucked up situations you see like all the time.
The lyric thing for us is still growing because like that demo, it was probably a little bit more lopsided from my perspective because these were songs that I had prior to like Ben even being involved, and a lot of the lyrical ideas were things that I had planned long before he was part of the picture.
Plus, I've never been a frontman before.
Never been a frontman, never sang, never really written music. So, and it's been interesting to have like Ben's perspective instead of mine, just like my ideas or whatever. But I think like lyrically for us, we're still developing how we're going to write lyrics and what we're going to write about. But we definitely don't want to be one of those bands that writes just about girls or things like that. I mean, we want to write about things that are important socially, but we aren't a political band in terms of our band. I think we're just, it's like personal politics, you know. Ideally, I'd like to be a band that can go around the country and have a few hundred kids come out and be into what we're about and into
be able to do it on our own.
Yeah, I think like oftentimes like new bands turn into perpetual support bands, and I don't want to do that. I want to do support tours of bands that we like, but I don't want to be stuck in that mold. I want to definitely have kids want to come just to see the Curse, you know, and just make the best music that we can for them. for us, it's definitely more about the music. You know, we just want to put out good music that we're into, and if everyone wants to listen, great. But if people don't, then we've been there before. We're comfortable with being at the bottom, you know, with the old bands that no one really gave a shit about. So we know what that's like, and so any interest is kind of new to us and exciting. So.
Thanks, Wheeler.